Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a topic video on top 5 Heroes episodes. Yes, the TV show Heroes. Just did a video for Heroes Reborn, and thank you guys for watching. Got almost like 5,000 views, 4,000 views, so thank you guys for watching that video. Really excited for the show to return, and I did get a recommendation for a topic video by TwistedBishop, so if you want to go check out their channel, in the description below, you can check that out. But it was top 5 Heroes episodes, so I'm glad to do more Heroes videos, something I wanted to do, and I want to express my love for the show. So since it's top 5, we're going 5 to 1, and guys, if you have any recommendations for topic videos, please tell me in comments below, and if I answer them, that means in a couple of weeks it'll either be on Comic Uno, or I was going to say Dark Man Drink, but Comic Frontline. For Comic Frontline, I have them every Sunday, and for Comic Uno, I have them every Thursday with my comic book reviews. But let's talk about top 5 episodes for Heroes. So let's start with number 5, and that is Pilot, the first episode. You're going to see a lot of episodes from season 1, but a mix of episodes from other seasons too. But the pilot, I love this episode because it started it all, and it was actually a really well-crafted pilot. I feel like you fell in love with all the characters. You saw how crazy Nikki was. You saw Peter, he had this hero complex. Nathan's hiding something. Claire, she's the daughter of HRG. You got to see all the pieces to the puzzle. Of course not combined, but you got to see who these characters were. Hero going to New York, saying Yatta, which is one of the most famous lines from the show. And just really cool pilot. One of my favorite pilots, and I think it really will hook you to the show with the pilot, which is obviously what a pilot should do. Some are good, you know, like I'll go with Arrow. Arrow's pilot really sucked, you know, it wasn't good. Hero's pilot was really good. So, you know, there's some pilots that are not good, but the show is really great. But there's some pilots that are great, just like Heroes, and really started a great season. Alright, number 4 is an episode I don't know if everyone will agree on, but I really like, and that's the part 1 and part 2 of the Eclipse. So I'm cheating a little because it's 2 episodes. But I really like this episode because it went towards the mythology of Heroes, and what was this eclipse all about? Like in the pilot, you get to see this eclipse, you get to see the song Eyes playing, and I'm like, alright, what makes them all special? What makes them all come together in the end? And you do get to see that throughout the series, and I feel like with Eclipse, it showed the eclipse does do something in them, and they lose their powers during the lunar eclipse, which is, you know, every 4 years, and they lost their powers, and it's kind of cool to see that, especially for Claire, who's my favorite character. Her losing her powers meant that she wasn't invulnerable anymore, and who's Claire not, you know, who is she if she's not invulnerable? And, you know, I love the interaction she had with HRG. She almost died, and the interaction she had with her mother was great too, which is something really what Claire's character has always been about, is that family, that Bennett family, and of course the Petrelli family also. So I enjoyed that episode a lot. Daphne's origin story was great. You know, the irony of her being disabled, but then becoming a speedster. So that was great. Yeah, I love that episode. So again, just mostly for the mythology too. All right. Number 3 is Cautionary Tales, and mostly for this issue, again, mostly for this episode because of Claire. This is a great HRG Claire moment and Elle and Bob moment, because Elle is Kristen Bell. Come on, Kristen Bell being on Heroes was awesome. We all know it. So, and her being on television, you know, she, even though she does movies, she's still a TV actress at heart. And I know she loved the show, and that's why she went on it. And her Elle's character was great, because that would have been Claire if she was taken by the company. And her powers were cool, and that episode proves that. It proves that, yeah, you would have been that girl if you're taken from the company, so stop begging to be taken by the company. And you know Claire, she's always just like, I could do it, don't worry, she never ends up doing anything right. But the cool thing is that she was fighting against her father throughout this whole time, because she didn't want to move, which is understandable. She's a teenage girl, she didn't want to keep running. She was just like, I don't care. And then she also learns this season that her blood can heal people. So that was interesting, seeing why is her blood important, and we get into that Catalyst story. I'm sure that's why it was important too, because she was an important player for that, obviously. And her father dies, and you know, that was a really good moment for Claire. I think it really showed her to push herself to say, I want to be more like my father. And you do see a difference in the character after Cautionary Tales. So really like that. I thought it was a really strong moment for Claire and HRG, but again, for Elle and Bob also, and see the difference between that father and daughter relationship and Claire and HRG's father-daughter relationship. Number 2 is a great episode that I feel like the series had always been leading up to, or season 1 was leading up to, and that was Homecoming. We got the reveal of who was Siler. You know, you kept hearing the name, never knew who he was, and you finally get to see, I'm pretty sure you get to see his face in that episode, and I don't think we get to see his origins until 6 months ago, which was a couple episodes after. But yeah, Homecoming was the episode we were waiting for. I got a sticker right here. Save the cheerleaders, save the world. It's what we were waiting for. What was Hero talking about? And we finally see that Peter, Claire's uncle, saves her, but actually Jackie dies in the end, so poor Jackie. I'm pretty sure she was in another show, but actually the cheerleader from season 2 was Quinn from Glee. So I don't watch Glee, but she became popular after Heroes, even though she had a small part as the bitch cheerleader. So that's a little fun fact. But yeah, Homecoming, going back to it, was Siler. It was, you know, Peter and Claire coming together. It was really all the heroes finally coming together, and it was that final moment of what we've been leading up to for season 1, and then obviously that really final moment was how to, how was it called? Exploding Man, how to stop an exploding man, which was this season finale of season 1. So yeah, Homecoming was great. You know, I love Peter and Claire's relationship, so I thought that was great. That's where it started, and that's how she discovered that she was, or starting to discover that she was truly a Petrelli. And again, just getting more of those connections, and that's something I loved about season 1, is that all these characters were in different places: Odessa, Texas, Los Angeles, New York, and they all came together somehow in the end of the season, and Homecoming was a pure start of that. And Hero trying to go to the Homecoming too and doesn't make it, and then actually goes to that Charlie episode, which I gotta give an honorable mention to. I love that Charlie episode. Pretty sure that's the 6 months ago episode, but Charlie was an awesome character, and I loved Hero's and Charlie's relationship, so that's an honorable mention. But let's talk about my number 1 pick, one of my favorite episodes of not just Heroes, but of television in general. I've probably seen this 100 times, and that's not exaggerating, and that's Company Man. I love this episode, because again, big fan of the Bennett family, and big fan of Claire. Obviously my name's Hayden Claire Heroes, so I was a big fan of Claire and her character. But what I loved about this, again, was that father-daughter relationship, but figuring out who HRG is, and it didn't really ruin his character either. I love those black and white scenes, and one of my favorite scenes from that was probably Claire and HRG's glasses moment, where HRG does reveal that Claire's adopted, and gives the glasses to HRG. He gets his famous horn rim glasses, HRG's horn rim glasses. That's what he was known for, instead of Noah, because they didn't really reveal his name for a while in the show, so they called him HRG. But yeah, you know, she gave the glasses, and he's like, "How do I look? Like my dad?" And I thought that was a great moment, saying, he's like, "Yeah, I'm adopted, but you're still my father." You know, I love their relationship, and it just grew so much from Company Man. And then the company find out about Claire, and you see that HRG, he's a bad guy. He is. He's morally gray, like he says in the episode. But he just wants to protect his family, and you see that with this episode. You see that he is a company man, but he's not truly a company man, because he does betray the company to save his family, and because he was supposed to protect Claire just for the company, but he grew to love Claire. So love this episode, love the flashbacks, and love what it means for HRG and Claire. There's some really great moments in this episode, and Matt also encountering HRG saying, "Hey, who are we? Like, did you create us?" And we learned that no, you're not creation, this is natural. So you're learning a little bit more of the mythology of Heroes too. So love the episode. As you can see, I love a lot of episodes. I could go on and on about every episode, which we might do on Comic Frontline, so be sure to look forward to that. But please tell me in the comments below what your favorite Heroes episodes are. Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.